tell her right now or
Yes,
later?
go ahead, baby. You can go tell her now.
Okay.
All right. While Melanie is going to tell her mom, we're going to go ahead and start reading. And so in reading, we're going to do our new high frequency words, okay? And our new spelling words. So everybody's ready? All right, ask, asked. It sounds like a T at the end. Buy, comb, girl, grand, lady, mother, number, often. All right, here's our spelling words, okay? Milk, neck, ask, snake, truck, kick, smoke, rock, desk, black, and that's our last word. Now remember, we did white. Last week we did white with WH. Now we're doing black because of the CK. So if you look up here, we have our CK and our K and our C that sound like the K sound. So a lot of our spelling words are going to have. Yes, it does. Good job. So our spelling words, if you look at them, they're going to have the K, CK on there, or the silent sneaky E. But you won't hear the silent E because it's silent. Yeah, it's hidden. All right, let's. Yep. All right, we are going to go ahead and move on.
Miss Fullington?
Words. Yes, ma'am.
Do we have to or do we want to?
This one, sweetie, I believe is going to go in your yearbook. I want to say it goes in your yearbook because we're all dressed up, sweetie.
Which yearbook?
You remember the book at the end of the year where it has your classes and you have a nice picture of yourself with your teacher? I believe these are going to be in your yearbook, sweetie.
I don't know if I have that.
You'll get it at the end of the year. Now, your mom can go online. I gave you a code and everything for your mom to buy pictures online. I just need you to come to the school to take a picture at a certain time, and then you'll be done for the day.
Okay.
Okay. All right, sweetie. We're going to go ahead and do reading, okay, sweetie?
Okay.
All right. So we are also doing, not only are we doing CK, we are also doing M. We are doing KN, GN, and WR. So we're going to talk about those and why we're going to talk about them. So let's listen to the lady that helps us with these sounds. Are you ready? Voices are off.
Moth. Moth starts with the sound mm. Listen. Moth. The letter M stands for the sound. Together, let's say the sound and then name this letter that stands for it. M. M. What is the first sound in moth? What is the first spelling you see for M? Now look at the next spelling. At the end of a word or syllable, the letters MB together can stand for M. The B is silent.
A lot of us were wondering why we weren't learning the MB, Remember, we have one of our spelling words, comb, is on our spelling words, right? Is it? No, it's our high frequency words. Comb. It has an MB at the end of comb, but we never say the B sound. It's silent. It's sneaky. So we're going to continue with the word with nest. So let's listen to nest.
Nest. Nest starts with the sound n. Listen. N. Nest. The letter N stands for the n sound. Together, let's say the sound and then name this letter that stands for it. N. 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 What is the first sound in nest? N. What is the first spelling you see for n? N. Now look at the other ways to spell n. At the beginning of a word or syllable, the letters KN together can stand for n. The K is silent. The same is true of GN at the beginning of a word or syllable. The letters GN can stand for n. The G is silent.
So it says here with the letters KN, the K is silent. So KN stands for N sound at the beginning of a word. So it never is at the end of a word. So KN is another word with KN is know, like I know my spelling words. The K is silent. Another one is GN. GN, it stands for N. The G is silent, and it's always at the beginning of the word too. Like the word gnat. You know the little fly gnat, the fruit fly gnat? That is spelled with G-N-A-T, but the G is silent. Or gnome. How many of y'all have watched the Romeo and Juliet? It's the little elf-looking man, the gnome with the little red hat, and he has a mustache. Yeah, gnome is spelled G-N-O-M-E, but gnome, the G is silent, and you start with the N sound. So that's with the J, yeah. All right, let's keep moving on. We're doing pretty good. All right, we're going to go ahead and repeat these words right here with me. You ready? All right, mirrors on. Black. Block. Tack. Knock. Knit. Frock. Check. Peck. Stack. Wreck. Stuck. Wrap. Milk. Bend. Bell. Unbend. Hill. Help. 10. Rock. Drop. Tennis. Rocket. Gumdrop. Rider. Cracker. Quicker. Sticker. Wrapper. All right, before we do our spelling words, or our sentences, we have another letter that we need to do, and it's WR. WR is with the sound. The W is silent, like write with an R, or wrap. We wrap a present. The W is silent. So let's go ahead and listen to this one.
Raccoon. Raccoon starts with the sound Listen. Raccoon. The letter R stands for the sound. Together, Let's say the sound and then name this letter that stands for it. R. R. What is the first sound in raccoon? What is the first spelling you see for R? Now look at the next spelling. At the beginning of a word or syllable, the letters WR together can stand for The W is silent.
All right, so let's go ahead and finish those sentences at the bottom of this blend and read. Ready? Number 6, mirrors on. Belle got knots in her hair. Chris combed it. Number 7, Mother asked Belle if she felt sick. Number 8, Belle wished to visit Chris. Good job. All right, so now let's go ahead and we're going to go ahead and look at our skill. Now, we already know this skill because we've met today on inferences, making inferences. Mackenzie, do you want to read the little cloud, what it says about inferences?
When you make inferences, you use clues to make a small guess about something the author doesn't tell you.
Yes. So, for instance, we watched some of those Disney short films today, and we had to guess what the author was trying to tell us about the story because in those short Disney films on Disney Plus, they don't have any words and the characters don't say anything. We have to watch everything they do in that video. So that was one thing. We gathered those clues in that video and what we already knew about the beach or the city, whichever one you watched. And we knew that that story had a setting to it. And so we made an inference based on the characters, what they were feeling and their actions that they were doing. So it was pretty fun. So we were kind of building that background knowledge. That way you already know what an inference is because when we read our story today, you're going to do that on your own. Okay? Oh, oops, my earphone. Okay, so let's go ahead. If you can get your My Book out, you're going to need your My Book. You're going to page 126. It says how to read a story. 126. 126. 126. 126. So it's further than that. So keep going. It's past that one. Okay, raise your hand who needs help finding the story. So if you see a friend that's near you that you can help, Aaliyah, do you mind helping Isabella find the story since you're near Bella? There you go. So go ahead and put that book to the side because we're going to do our power words first, but make sure you don't close your book. You want to make sure you put like a bookmark by it just in case you lose the page. Right there. Perfect. And you're going to turn your attention to Mrs. Fullington because Miss Fullington is going to give you the power words for the story. All right. We all there? Awesome. All right. So before we read our story, we have our power words. So our first one, everybody say cozy. So cozy is a place that is cozy, is comfortable. Do you see how nice and cozy this place is? It's got a fireplace. It makes me want to get in my pajamas and a blanket, kind of watch some movies. Yeah, maybe like Christmas time. It says the fireplace makes the room feel cozy. It says pillows can make a reading spot cozy. Yeah, good job. Everybody say steaming. All right, so it says if something is steaming, it is very hot. It says the soup was steaming, so we had to let it cool. Isabella? Or Bella? The Ing brothers. It does have the Ing brothers in it. So it says my soup is so hot it's steaming. So you see the little, it's almost like looks like smoke, but it's the heat off of the soup. All right, everybody say clue. So here's clue. This is a clue is information that helps you find an answer. I found a clue on this flower. It says the dust is a clue that I need to clean. Ooh. How many of y'all seen dust before? Or like dust bunnies? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, everybody say, oh, 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Everybody say sense. So here's sense. It's something that makes sense is easy to understand. It says writing out equations help me make sense of the math problem. It says it makes sense that my stomach is rumbling because I'm what? Hungry. That makes sense. Good job. All right, Maddox, they should be calling for the rest of our students to go take a picture. So when they say all rest of the students, if you haven't taken a picture yet, you're going to go to the gym. Oh, you have? Good job. Awesome. That's okay. You can put it on my teacher table. All right. Everybody say pause. If you pause, you stop what you're doing for a short time. It says we pressed pause to stop the movie while we ate dinner. It says when I pause, I stop for a moment. Miss Fullington does this a lot, right? She says pause, freeze, and then I'll tell you instructions, and then you go do the instructions. Yep. All right. Everybody say disturb. So disturb, when you disturb someone, you bother that person. It says Kelsey decided to disturb her dad early in the morning. It says loud noises disturb me when I am trying to read. Oh, remember that bell this morning? It sounded like a doorbell. That disturbed us because we were working and we were like, what is that noise? So it's the new bells in our school. All right, everybody say rattled. Oh, when I think of rattle, I think of this picture. Rattlesnake. It says something that rattled made many short shaking noises. The snake rattled its tail. It says, I make noise when I rattled the box. So something in the box is rattling, making a small sounds. Making small sounds. All right, everybody say, here's our last one. Tackled. Everybody say tackled. So here's tackled. It says, if you tackled someone, you push the person to the ground. It says, my brother tackled me to get the ball. It says, the player tackled the other for the ball. So, of course, I think of football when I think of tackled. Is a sport, football. Yep. All right, everybody turn their attention to the screen right here. We're going to prepare to read first. So let me present my screen so Melanie can follow along with us. Thank you, Mackenzie. All right, here's prepared to read, how to read a story. It says the genre study. This is the type of story we're reading. It's procedural text, which means it tells readers to do or make something. When you read a how to read a story, notice directions for readers to follow, the main topic and details, steps that show order, which means here's step 1, step 2, step 3. And then ways, the pictures or visuals and words that help readers understand the text. So remember, our skill today was to make an inference. That means make a smart guess. It says about things the author does not tell you. Use clues in the text and pictures to help you understand. So right here, we're going to meet the author. So let's read about Miss Kate.
Kate Messner is a curious person who wants kids to be curious too. That makes sense because she used to be a teacher. Ms. Messner has loved to write since she was young. She never thought a person from a small town could be a writer, though. Now she writes books for kids about all kinds of topics. When asked which of the books she has written is her favorite, her answer is always the one I'm working on now.
Everybody should be on the cover page, How to Read a Story. And then we're going to turn our page and follow along with a pencil, an eraser maybe, or your finger, or a bookmark. It can be anything, a marker with the cap on top. But make sure you're not marking your paper, you're just following along. So you should only have one marker, Maddox, not two. Yep, that's fine. Not with the scissors. It has to be a pencil, an eraser, or your finger. Okay, so find something that's going to help you follow and read. That's fine. Just make sure the cap's on it. Okay, all right. Let's go ahead and read How to Read a Story.
How to Read a Story by Kate Messner. Illustrated by Mark Siegel. Step 1. Find a story. A good one. It can have princesses and castles, if you like that sort of thing, or witches and trolls, as long as they're not too scary. Step 2. Find a reading buddy. A good one. A buddy can be older, or younger, or a person your age, or maybe not a person at all. Make sure your reading buddy is nice and snuggly, and make sure you both like the book. If you don't agree, go back to step 1. Sometimes it takes a few tries to find just the right book. Step 3. Find a cozy reading spot. Outside is fun, but not if it's very cold. Unless you have thick woolen blankets and hats and scarves and cups of steaming hot cocoa, and if it's not very hot. Unless you have trees to shade you from the sun, a hammock to catch cool breezes, and tall glasses of icy lemonade. Inside is good. Couches are cozy. So are chairs big enough for 2. Just be careful not to get stuck. Step 4. Look at the book's cover. Can you guess what it's about? Read the title. That might be a clue. Step 5. Open the book. This is the exciting part. Read the story in a loud, clear voice. Not too slow and not too fast. You can point to words if you like, but you don't have to do that. Once upon a time. Step 6. When the characters talk, whatever's being said, say it in a voice to match who's talking. I will save the kingdom. I am the most powerful in all the land. I'm hungry for lunch. Soon the castle will be mine. Bloop. Step 7. No matter what you read, hold the book so your buddy can see the pictures. Buddies get impatient when they can't see well. Step 8. If there are words you don't know, try sounding them out or looking at the pictures to see what makes sense. They were afraid the dragon would burn down the the castle. If you need a break, you can pause for a minute and talk to your reading buddy to predict what might happen next. Will the castle catch on fire? Will the princess tame the dragon? Will the robot marry the princess? Will the horse make friends with the dragon? Will the dragon eat them all for lunch? Step 9. When you get to the exciting parts, make your voice sound exciting too. Who dares disturb me in my cave? The dragon growled. Oh dear, oh no. The robot was so scared, all his metal parts rattled. What would they do? But the princess tackled that dragon and held him down. You must promise you'll leave our kingdom in peace. When you and your buddy can't stand it a second longer, turn the page to read how things work out. Step 10. When the book is over, say, "The end." And then, if it was a really good story, go right back to the beginning and start all over again.
That was a really cute story. Go ahead and quietly close your books and put them away. That was a really cute story to show us what are the steps on how to read a story. So Mrs. Fullington's going to show you in Seesaw where you're going to complete an activity for me. So in Seesaw, we are working on making inferences. It's a funny picture. So I'm going to act like a student. So there are different questions. We have a funny picture here, and you're going to answer each of these questions. And you're gonna use the T. I thought it would be fun to do it this way. We did in the class, we watched a video. Now we're gonna make an inference based on this picture. No, this is a bunny. This is a bunny, and this kid is taking a picture with the bunny. So here are the questions of what they say. What holiday is coming up? You're gonna type it in. What season is this? Is it? What activity is the little boy doing? What is the little boy's reaction to this activity? How is the little boy feeling about this activity? Why does the little boy feel this way? And what will happen next? So this is a funny little interesting thing on how to practice inferencing. So I want you to complete this activity. When you're done, what are you supposed to do? With a green check mark. All right, go ahead, guys. Melanie, yes. Melanie, do you have any questions, sweetie, about this funny activity?
Not about the activity, but
Yes.
what time is the picture day?
It depends. It depends, sweetie. It's going to be all day today. So you want to make sure to make an appointment as early as you can so that way you can have your picture taken, okay? You have to set an appointment on Seesaw in the inbox. Miss Fullington has given the parents and the students the announcement. and you can scroll. I think it's scroll 2 pictures up, and it should be right there where it says virtual students.
Okay.
Okay. It's in the inbox where I sent you messages.
Okay.
And you're able to go into the website and set the appointment. And I even gave you a code. So if your mom wants to buy pictures, she's able to do that too. Okay.
Okay. But I have a question, but it's not really a question.
Okay. What is it?
One of the two activities they last week they didn't let me in.
Which one is it, sweetie, that didn't let you in?
Let me go see.
Okay. Oh, I think I know what it is.
It's the one with the little brush.
The little comb. I think Miss Fullington fixed it. So if you refresh your screen, sweetie, I put a new one in that has the same little comb.
Even the module exam.
The module exam won't let you in either?
No.
Let me double check that one because I think I left it open. So let me double check that one for sure. I know I fixed the comb activity, so let me check the test. So let's see, aware, test available, module 3. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so Melanie, it is available to you. You're able to get into Eduphoria to take that test. It says in progress.
Okay.
So you should be able to get in it. Okay. If not, have your mom call the school and I can help you log in. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Is there any more questions, sweetie?
No.
All right, sweetie. You go ahead and have a good day and don't forget about that picture day, okay?
Okay, bye.
All right. Bye, sweetie.